Oh.
Hey, everybody.
Here we are.
Hey. Hello again. Welcome and good evening.
I'm
Take
Jason
it,
Wiebe.
Take it, Jason.
I'm Jason Wiebe.
I'm Bobby Jackson.
And I'm Gene Van Horn.
And together we're
Clawtown.
And we'd like
That
to
wasn't
introduce
together.
our new game to everybody. First time it's been out in public is here at ReaperCon. We've got a few copies for sale. We're going to do some play testing. We're going to do some demo stuff. Why don't you tell them about Scorched Carbon, Gene?
Scorched Carbuncle.
Yes.
Well, I meant Scorched Carbon, which was the...
Oh, Scorched Carbon.
Scorched Carbon.
Well, our game is Scorched Carbuncle.
Yes.
So, let's see. So, the origin story of this game is Ed Pugh had us all working on a little project. When was that? A couple years ago?
It was a couple years ago.
A couple years ago.
And it never really panned out, but it was called, he wanted to call it Scorched Carbon. And we were just talking about it one day and we thought, this would be fun to resurrect in our own, our own version of it. So let's have
making fun
with
of
it.
Ed.
We were poking fun of Ed.
We were making fun of
We were
Ed.
poking fun of Ed and the project that he wanted to do. So we came up with Scorched Carbuncle, which is Scorched Carbuncle is
Our game.
The greatest.
Oh, it is the greatest intergalactic skirmish game ever conceived by man.
And it's right there on the tube.
It's right
so
there on the label.
It's not a lie. It's
not a lie.
in print, so
Yes.
it's obviously not a lie.
it's not a lie.
It's not a lie. So, Bobby, what do you get in that tube? It's a wonderful tube.
It's an astonishing array of contents, Jason.
Really? Okay.
Yes. 18 miniatures.
18.
18.
18. That's a lot of miniatures.
That's a lot of miniatures. Three different factions, one by each of us. Six. We each sculpted 6 miniatures. You also receive the rules, a plethora of chits. There's
Yep.
no chit
That's
scrimping. Double-sided blast templates that are also double as drink coasters.
Would that be triple-sided?
Nope, just double-sided. There's only 2 sides.
And every 500th copy has one of these giant chase figures.
That's
in it.
right. That's correct. You may be the lucky 500th copy purchaser. So, chits,
Only 50
rules.
copies,
Oh, you get rulers, 3 rulers, 1 per faction, dice, and a little dice bag. So, all you need to play the game is a couple of friends and some terrain.
And a thirst for blood.
And a thirst for blood.
That always helps.
Yes. So everything is included except the terrain and friends.
Did you say earlier
And
three?
the thirst for blood.
And
Did
the
you
thirst for
say
blood.
3 factions?
There are 3 complete factions.
So most games give you 2 factions.
That's right. This game gives you 3.
We're giving you 3 factions.
3
Not
factions.
3-sided coasters,
No.
but
Wow.
3 factions.
3 factions.
3 factions.
18 miniatures.
Yes,
We each sculpted 6.
that's
Are you
right.
showing them the inside of the tube?
Yeah,
That's
the-
exciting.
Yeah, there we go. That's the
an
interior
exciting
of the
camera
tube.
angle right there.
The
Holy
interior
cow.
of the tube, yes.
Holy cow.
And it's packaged in this snazzy cardboard tube.
The Totally Tubular Founders Edition.
That's right.
It's marvelous.
So
Oh, don't we also get a special thing if you buy it here at
if you
ReaperCon?
buy it here at the convention and have us sign it, we will give you a special template.
Yes, if you
Yeah.
buy it here at the convention,
If you buy it
special
here at
blast
the
template.
convention.
which
Yep.
is the only place you can buy it.
Right now, it's the only place you can buy it. We only have a few.
Yeah.
And
When they're gone, baby.
That's right.
On. So, FOMO. Don't
Right.
miss out.
Yeah.
Don't miss out.
Don't choke.
Don't choke. Don't
and
miss
these
out.
are Reaper miniatures, Reaper printed miniatures.
Yep.
And they helped us out on that quite a bit.
Yes, they
Bobby,
did.
what the hell were you thinking when you wrote those rules?
How to inflict maximum carnage.
Okay.
We
And-
want little miniature carcasses scattered across the galaxy.
And how many dice again?
There's 6 included in the game.
6. So
Yeah.
everybody has 2 dice.
Yeah.
There's 6-sided dice,
That's right.
which is 2 more sides than a lot of game companies give you. They cheap out, and they
Then
only
go
give
the
you
4-sided.
4 sides on a dice. We
That's
added
right.
2 to that.
But
That's
not
right.
3, just because
Yeah.
that would
No,
be confusing.
6-sided.
Actually, and we we made sure that we got dice that were machined to a better tolerance level than the gaming dice that NASA produces.
No, these are
NASA
extremely
tolerances.
accurate dice.
They're extremely accurate dice.
You could go into outer space with these
Right.
dice. They're
That's
so
right.
tolerant.
Some of those cheap dice you get out there, a 6-sided dice, and a 7 will come up. And there's just, these are guaranteed 1 through 6. Every time,
Every time?
you roll 1 through 6.
Yes.
We're very proud of our dice. They're Blue Demon, Hot Blue Demon gaming dice.
But I think the most important aspect of the dice is that they're more fun than
They
other
are.
dice.
They
They
are.
have more sides. They're extremely
That's right.
accurate. They're guaranteed random, but they're also more fun.
Yeah, I think when we had them in the lab,
Would
the
you-
Clawtown lab, I think they're 30% more fun.
Would you say
30%
they're
more
more
fun.
dicey?
They are more dicey.
They're more dicey.
Yes, they're ultimate dicey.
And they're included free with your
Yeah.
purchase of the game.
That's right. Everything is included free with your purchase. So you get everything. Everything here. So,
Oh gosh.
Gene, what was your faction? What?
My faction, my faction are the Wastoids. And the Wastoids are clones. I got it. These are the Wastoids. I don't know if you can see them, but they are clones of the Empire. They were experimented on to become the perfect killing machine. Unfortunately, they got a little bit too many steroids and a little bit too much hyperamphetamines, and they now go into psychotic rages. They can't be controlled by the Empire, so they just rage across the landscape, terrorizing all who get in their path. Beware the atomic wedgie.
Is this the same Empire from the Star Wars franchise?
It could
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. I just wanted to keep that.
We don't want Disney to sue
right.
us. We don't want to sue. We don't want Disney to sue us.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Our Clawtown lawyers have told us it can't be the same Empire.
No. Different empire.
be. Wastoid.
So anyway, that's the Wastoids, and
The
they do not like you making fun of their little mankinis that are on them.
Mankinis.
Yes, they have
Mankini.
mankinis. That was to easier access for the steroid shots.
I see.
Mankini.
But if you make fun of them, that's why they will come after you with the atomic wedgie.
And of course, the
easily
Mankini
mockable
is even
Mankini.
smaller on the actual size gaming miniature, not these trophy size ones.
This is the
I didn't hear.
actual scale.
I was talking about how the Mankini is actually smaller.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
For those
the
people
mankinis
that,
are much smaller.
that
on
want
the-
a smaller
on the real
Mankini,
scale.
they can actually buy the actual
Exactly.
figures.
Yes. You want a tiny mankini, a teeny weeny mankini? Buy the game because you will get 6 teeny weeny mankinis.
Very good. So, Bobby, how about your faction?
My faction are the Space Mercs.
Willing to do anything
That's
for
right.
$1.
They're exactly as they sound. They are mercs from space.
Merch from space.
Yes, they are spawned by the millions in the merc farms
Ah,
of the merc planets,
that
and then pawned off to all the petty warlords of the galaxy to die as cannon fodder in their
so any resemblance to the Clone Wars is
Purely
not,
coincidental.
We don't intend that
No.
to have
No.
happened.
No.
They don't have a copyright on clone.
No,
That's right.
No,
These are entirely disposable space mercs
space.
and organic. They're not. They may have bionic bits grafted on if necessary.
They bleed.
Yes, but these are entirely organic space mercs.
Okay.
Here's a size comparison.
That's the original.
The little gray guy is the size of the miniature you'll actually receive in the game.
For free if you purchase it here.
Free, with every game purchased, you get these.
Get all the
you'll get
miniatures
18 miniatures of
18
this scale
free miniatures if you buy this
with
game.
every purchase.
That's right. Every purchase, you get 18 free miniatures.
This large model is
So
only in the
I see-
500.
I see a couple.
Why don't we swap out these
All right.
so that we can zoom in on my guys, which of course this was the genesis of the whole game. We saw these and we said we got to build a gamer on these guys. And mine are called the Hot Blue Demons, and they have a little gland in the back of their head that allows them to teleport anywhere in the galaxy. And when they show up, it's just like someone showed up in an old pickup filled with old beer cans. and no one really wants to see them
Wasn't
show
it
up at a
old beer
battle.
cans and farts?
Old beer cans and farts, yeah. I wasn't sure we could say farts because this isn't my show. This was a whole different show. But yeah, they're just, people don't want to see them.
Or
so
smell
they
them,
make
from what I've heard.
Oh, they make a great enemy faction. So together, this is what you get. Again, 6 miniatures from each of us representing our factions. And again, it's not a two-sided game unless you want it to be. You can play three-sided, or if you had two sets, if you had
play
two
six
sets,
sides.
you could play 6 sides because the rules are very simple.
The rules are generic. You can play with any miniature. You can play with Coke bottle tops
But
if
it's
you want
best
to.
to play with our
And
miniatures.
we haven't licensed any Coke bottle tops to play our game with, Bobby.
I mean, theoretically, you could play with any object you want.
If you're a rules nerd and
Will
you
you
want just the
stop with
rules,
that?
if you're a rules nerd and you just want the rules, buy the game. But if
but-
you want to play, you need to play with our minis.
Well, if you're caught playing with things anything other than officially
Okay,
sanctioned miniatures,
yeah, 'cause
our lawyers will be in
You're
touch.
almost granting permission for people to use other miniatures
No.
with our game.
In theory,
Right.
you could use other miniatures.
The better metric would be buy our game and you could use our miniatures with other games. See?
that would
There
be
you
my
go.
preference.
That's the way
Yes.
it needs
But
to be.
You
in
wanna-
theory,
Right?
you could purchase the entire
I
game,
don't
including the
understand.
miniatures,
I-
and use the rules with
How
whatever
do we
object
get you
want.
off this thing?
Or-
Because you're all on this
Or-
and don't play it with our miniatures thing
Or,
suddenly.
or we could just sell the game and you play the game with the miniatures and the rules and everybody's happy.
Right? Right.
But as an option,
Because,
Enough, Jackson.
because once again, and seriously, you get everything you need to play.
yes.
And
all in
3
a tube.
sides and the whole thing. So how long would an average game take?
Ooh, that depends on the scenario. There's 7 scenarios included in the rules, and as long as you're not including any of the advanced rules and are sticking to the subtleties and intricacies of the basic rules,
Right?
the scenarios could last anywhere from an hour to maybe 45 seconds.
To 45 seconds. Yes, it's not the kind of game that you want
Why?
to play.
Wait. Why would it last 45 seconds? Because
Because-
of the etiquette rule?
Yep.
No, because I beat you.
Oh, well,
Right.
no, and the etiquette rule. The etiquette
Yeah,
rule,
yes.
just so you know, we have an etiquette rule. If you roll a
Table
dice
etiquette.
off the table, it's an automatic
One.
Z1. Oh, automatic
It is
one.
an automatic
so you
one.
Can automatically lose rolling all
That's
your dice
right.
off the
If
table.
you're not competent to keep your dice on the table,
Then you probably
lose.
shouldn't be playing.
That's right.
So that sounds very judgmental.
Well,
Not very.
Not
a good drinking game.
game at all.
not a good drinking game.
Yeah, not if victory
Actually,
is your
it is.
objective.
It is a very good drinking game because it will help you not care about your figures because your characters are going to die. I
That's
mean,
right.
this
Yes.
is the kind of game it is.
Don't get attached to them.
It's
You're feeding them,
extremely violent.
you're
It's
feeding them
deadly,
into a
it's
meat
gory,
grinder.
the whole thing.
Bloodlust. Bloodlust
Bloodlust.
is a prerequisite.
So,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I saw a little comment from Reaper John in the, a couple comments. So, will this be available after ReaperCon?
Oh,
Yes.
We're still working out the
unequivocally,
details.
It will be available after ReaperCon. We just don't know when.
anybody that knows us and believes that we're planning that far ahead is a sucker. Buy it at the con.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buy it at the con.
Your best bet to get one is at the convention.
That's right. The first 50 has sapped us, and we probably have to take a nap for a couple of years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. And then John also asked, are there any demos at ReaperCon?
There will be.
Of this game or other games?
Of this
'Cause
game.
there's a lot of demo games going on.
We don't
at
care about
ReaperCon.
those games.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
can find those in the program.
Well-
we only care about Scorched Carbuncle right now.
Well,
That's
to
true.
technically answer his question, yes, there are demos of inferior games, but there also will be demos of this game.
Right.
The game that you need, the game that you want. We will be demoing that game. Right now, the terrain for the demo table is not complete, but as soon as I get a chance to finish putting the flock on, I'll be running demos of it.
That's a good point about terrain. Do you recommend that people bring their own terrain to play this game, or
Well,
should we
terrain
do
is-
the old thing where you put blankets over books and those are mountains?
Yes,
or what?
you
How
can
do you
do.
this?
It's terrain agnostic.
It's yes.
Any terrain you want to use, you can use.
You can use a shoe.
You can use.
You
an
can
old
use
shoe.
anything that's immobile will
Anything.
serve as terrain.
Anything.
Yeah, you don't want to use living creatures, but
I recommend piles of little miniature bodies.
yes,
But suit yourself. Whatever
suit
you
yourself.
And why would you want terrain? We haven't really talked about the game mechanic wherein we don't need to worry necessarily about weapon types beyond the distance that they affect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of refreshing. We don't have to have 150 pages of this rifle works this way and this knife works
Right.
this way.
It's very rules light,
So-
rules fast.
Yes.
Yeah, you have
very simple.
three basic effect areas. You have short range, which is mostly hand-to-hand, and you have medium and long range.
That's right.
So that's all you have to worry about. Even though we've sculpted them, of course, they're cunningly sculpted with a variety of weapons. But for our purposes, because we wanted a game that would play fast, we just boiled it down to short,
General
medium,
categories.
and long. Yep. So, if you're hampered at all or compromised in some way, it's a very good game to start playing because you don't have to even be able to read. So,
Well, how many pages in the rule book?
48,
Okay.
including extra chit pages, extra template pages for when you need more chits when you've run out. See, we have not chit script.
no.
We've enabled
No,
you.
there is no chit
We've
scrimper.
enabled you to make as many chits as you ever
Yes.
wanted or ever need.
That's right. Because most games don't give you any chits anymore. And it's really one of the saddest things I think that has happened to our
The
industry.
chit shortage.
We have a plethora of chits.
Lots of chits.
With the
A chit load of chits.
actual rules. There's 48 pages in the book, but most of it is scenarios. The actual
Yeah.
rules are
Just a couple.
6 pages.
Yeah, just a few.
Like
pages.
6
Yeah,
pages.
6. Yeah.
Every book
or 8
was
pages.
handwritten by Gene himself.
No.
No? Okay. I
It was
thought it
written
was
by Bob.
handwritten, but apparently
as
it
a
was,
scribe, no.
It's fontware.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No.
Well, never mind.
There's 8 or so pages in the rule book, and then the rest is scenarios, and then lots and lots of chits at the back.
Lots of chits. There's some fantastic illustrations as well.
Yes.
There
it's
we
true.
go. Yes, Clavicus.
Yep.
Let it never be said that Scorched Carbuncle doesn't give a chit.
That's
That's a
right.
fact.
That's right.
Oh,
we
gosh.
give lots of chits.
Absolutely.
Let the chit jokes begin.
Right. Well,
Oh, wait. Over under. John wants to know what's the over under if we can get Ron to play.
7-1
Are you taking the over or the under?
under.
Yeah,
7-1.
I'd take the under on that too.
I say we strike until he plays.
Oh, well, we
So
could
do
try.
we have vehicles in this game?
Yes, there are optional rules for vehicles. There's optional rules for jump packs and flyers and armor and also whatever you can imagine. You can make it work. It's very light, good to play at a convention, perfect to purchase at a convention, just like this one.
This convention.
This particular convention would
So
be the
perfect.
perfect place
Do you
and time to
foresee
buy it.
any expansions or?
Oh man, my imagination runs
Just
wild.
runs wild.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
So it's very possible we might see some maybe blister packs with some extra miniatures here and there.
Well, when you consider the fact that this whole silly project began making fun of Ed Pugh and blossomed into an actual game, there's
Yeah.
really no telling what might actually happen.
That's true. That's true. So, what else do we want to say about our game?
Buy it.
Buy it.
Buy it.
Buy two.
Buy it.
Buy two.
And then express your glee.
And make sure when you express your glee, express it explicitly and directly to Ron Hawkins.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Keep in every purchase is a bitter taste in Ron's mouth.
That's right. That helps us out
That's right.
greatly when that happens.
Should we explain why it's a bitter taste in his mouth, or
No.
no?
I don't
Just
think we.
yeah, okay.
I think
Yeah.
we should leave that one to their
Yeah.
imagination.
That's right.
Imagination, or
Yes.
you can ask him, and maybe he'll tell you, maybe he won't, maybe he'll just scowl
Maybe
at
he'll
you.
just verbally abuse you.
You know, we haven't talked much about the ruler, but it really is a state-of-the-art ruler. It
Three
has
rulers.
You get three rulers.
It has the most modern increments on it.
That's true.
Increments that are universally recognized, and it's a great ruler. Also, our dice bag. Our
That's
dice
right.
bag is 100% virgin burlap. It's got ethically sourced tie strings, extra thick tie strings.
That's right.
Because we don't want
Direct
to
from
spare,
Thailand?
Heavy duty.
Yeah,
Heavy
we didn't
duty
want to
tie
spare any
strings.
expense. We love our customers, and we decided to reward them with fantastic dice.
That's right.
Great dice bags, rulers that are unparalleled. You cannot buy a better ruler than this.
No. All the components are top flight.
Yep, top
And
flight component.
That's right. And a
Only the
plethora
best.
of
Only-
chits.
Yep, no
Only the
chits
best to
scrimping
crush
on
your
this one.
enemies.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
I
right.
think we're running out of steam, kids.
We are. We are. I'm worried I'm going to drop my.
How long are we supposed to talk?
I don't know. Our director
Okay.
seems to have checked out and become silent. I think he's passed out under the
What
table
John wants
back
to know
there.
what a carbuncle is.
What's a carbuncle?
I would say Google it.
I'd say Google.
I'd say Google
Make
it.
sure you Google the images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe
Yeah.
search on.
Yeah.
No, safe search off.
No, safe search on.
Yeah, it's you don't want to know about carbon.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
It
carbon.
has nothing to do with carbon.
No.
That was carbon was Ed's.
That
carbon
was Ed's lame idea that we
right.
were mocking.
We are mocking.
Yes. And this whole thing sprung from Ed mockery,
Yep. Yep.
which he would have been
He would
amused
have,
by.
he would have loved it.
Yeah.
He would have loved it.
Yes, we. It is, of course, a loving tribute
Indeed.
to our friend Ed,
Yes.
and we kind of decided we wanted to get together and memorialize him a little bit with some of his ideas and lots of our ideas.
Yeah. And it was fun making it.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Well, most days.
Most days.
Yes.
Most days.
Yes.
Most days.
Or most
Well,
days. Gene sent an assassin to kill me one day, but I figured it
Yeah,
out.
but then
What's new?
But then Jason paid him double the amount, and he came
I
back
did.
for me.
I sent him back to Gene. I know how this works. So.
Oh,
Well, you can see us for sure when we're teaching our conversion classes at 11 and 3 in the Bones
Alameda
Mashup room.
number 12.
Room number 12. Other than that, we have, of course, we have our traditional spots on Artist Row with the rest of the great Reaper sculptors and painters. And you're welcome to come by. We're not really doing anything except pimping our game. And you're welcome to, we'll tell you about the game, we'll tell you about our current projects for Reaper, whatever you want to talk about.
If you purchase the game or send a minion to purchase the game for you, you can bring the game over to where we're sitting and we'll autograph it. We all
will.
have
And number
little
it.
metallic Sharpies that'll look really
Yep.
slick on that
Yep.
black cardboard tube.
Now, a few people have actually opened their tube and had us autograph the rule book.
That's
which-
true.
So
Has anybody actually opened the tube and played the game?
No. I'm anxious to see what people talk about when they're playing
Yes.
the game,
Yes.
because we
Wait.
really haven't played it that much either.
If you do buy the game, we want you to paint those minis up and
That's right.
post pictures of them.
Paint
We'd
the
love to see
miniatures.
them.
And, well, I should have known that people haven't been playing the game or the hall would be filled with shrieks of delight.
That's right.
Or horror. or bloodlust.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. That's one of the rules. You need to play with lots of onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia is mandated.
Onomatopoeia,
That's right.
yes. So
That's right.
make those noises as you're dying. Oh, my bowels.
Just remember, life is messy, just like our game.
That's right.
All
So,
right.
on that note,
Where's our moderator?
Yeah.
all right, guys.
All right.
I guess
Thanks.
we
Bye,
will-
everybody.
Go buy the
Thanks for
game.
having us.
We'll see
Bye.
you later.
Stop by the table if you're here.
Yeah, buy the game. Play the game.
Wow.
Have a big old time.
So we've ruined everything, and it's going to take you that long to fix it.
Oh, gosh.
3, 2, 1.